Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our post-game women's volleyball press conference. We will start the press conference with an opening statement from head coach Tyler Hildebrand. Then we'll open it up to questions from the media for Coach and our seniors, Dylan Dela Cruz, Kelly Schwarzenbach, and Victoria O'Sullivan. Coach, go ahead.
Thanks, Lindy. Oh, man, sad. It's the last one of these, huh? It's an emotional day. I mean, everyone's crying. I'm crying. And season's over, but, you know, it's the last time we get to go with these three great women and great players. And, I guess I'm usually not speechless. So, but for me, I guess I just want to, my message, I guess, for today is just that I've been saying this all year, and you've heard me say it a million times. Our first goal is to get people in the gym, and our first goal for the girls and for the women is for them to play with joy and to play with each other. And everybody says that, but it's really hard to do, especially when you win games or when you lose games or win games or people are in and out of the lineup. It's really a very difficult thing. It takes a special group of women and a special staff and a special support group to make that happen. And you can just see how they supported each other tonight, and even the girls that came in. And, I think we achieved that. And that's why I think this season was a success. That was what we wanted. And we're really bummed that we're not playing next week because we think we're good enough to play. But in sports, you lose sometimes, and you give it your best shot, and you're not quite good enough sometimes. And this year we weren't. We were just a few matches from being there. So that's going to sting, but that's going to sting for, I don't know. It's going to sting for me for a while, but that's going to sting for a short period of time. But what we're going to remember forever is how much the team supported each other, how hard they played for these three tonight, and how much they loved each other. And the bonds that they're going to have, that stuff's going to go on forever. And so it was a really successful season for that. And that's why we're here. We're here to learn life lessons and here to create relationships and grow and learn how to get through the ups and downs of a season so we can get through the ups and downs of life. And I think we were really successful at that. So that's what tonight was about. And that's what this season was about.
Coach, the team seemed to improve drastically from last season with uppage in winning and wins down, dropping down and losses, and then you rose up in the standings in the Big West. What can you say about the team's growth and how it was able to buy in despite this only being your first season?
Well, it's hard because, we really had big dreams of playing next week. But I don't know how long it took me forever to list all the things that we did better this year, right? So I just did a list with them on all the things, and we've said a couple times, but doubled attendance, more than doubled our RPI. Some graphic about our Instagram. We're the number one women's volleyball program in the nation in an increase in followers by a lot. I don't know. We got to show that. We're going to show that graph coming up, but it's Long Beach is here, and then some other team I don't know who they are is here, and there's 25 schools here, and that's so drastically we had increased our engagement and followers than any other program in the country. Longest winning streak since 2014, whatever. I went up through the whole list. I'm not going to do it again. So that's a testament to a bunch of women that had to learn a lot of new things that were here, and 7 new women that came from programs that they transferred in, 3 brand new coaches, really new to coaching in general. That's a lot to try to put together in one season. And I think you're seeing us play a lot better at the end of the year. And obviously, so sometimes some of that stuff takes time, and we wish we could have a time machine or we really, really, really wish we had a conference tournament. And there's no reason we shouldn't have a conference tournament. I don't understand why we don't have one. We're going to get one, which is great because everyone's on board. But I don't know how we're here, and people haven't been fighting for it before. It was the first thing I did when I got on board. I joined the thing, the coaches group, who's been great to work with. Nicole, Caroline, and Giovanna, they've been great, and we got it done. Just depends on whether it's next year or the following year, but our team deserves that, and so do a lot of teams in our conference. And so I don't even know if I answered your question, but it's been really impressive, and our team and our staff deserves the credit for that, and our fans deserve a lot of credit because they're showing up. We had 1,000 people again tonight, which is a big deal on a holiday weekend. So we're trying to get this community excited again, and they've done a good job supporting us. So all of it matters.
For Tori and Callie, how was it having, first of all, a second senior night under your belt, but just having to go through an entire collegiate career and then making a 1-year commitment to this program, and how did it feel concluding that tonight?
It was different. Like you said, we've already had a senior night, and I don't know, this one was different. I think there's so much more bonds that I think that I've made that I didn't expect to make in just this 1 year, whereas before I had 4 years to be with a good group of girls, and I still got so close, and hopefully have like forever friendships and relationships with some of the girls on the team, including the staff. So it was just as much, if not more, emotional, and so it was a lot of fun.
Yeah. I agree with Callie. Like you said, we've already had a previous senior night, but we knew that we were going to play another year win that one. So this one definitely holds a lot more weight. But we definitely felt that love tonight, and it was a great experience.
And then Dylan, obviously, you being the Long Beach native, having gone to school at Long Beach Poly, and then having gone to school here, and pretty much playing club volleyball at Long Beach Mizuno, from what I heard. What is this feeling like for you, knowing that the volleyball career is pretty much over in Long Beach, unless you're planning to play pro?
Yes, I'm still looking to play pro, but it's a very sad night. I put so much time and work into this program. I'm gonna miss. I'm gonna miss. Why are you laughing?
You cussed.
I mumbled.
We'll bleep it out.
It was very silent, very quiet. Okay, sorry. Sorry. Yeah, coming here every day, I'm gonna miss it a lot. I got emotional when the announcer called my name for the last time, so yeah.
Dylan's gonna play pro. Mm-hmm. She deserves to play. All three of these girls do whatever timeline they want to do it.
Coach, I know we already went over some of the accolades for the team this year, but I did a little bit of homework for you. Mm-hmm. 19 wins is one more win than Brian Gimilaro's debut season back in 1985. Yeah. So you have the most wins in a debut season since Dixie Grimmett back in the 70s. So what could you attest that to, and maybe just what did you learn as we conclude your first season as a head coach?
To answer the first question, I hope I have, just a fraction of the success of Brian and Dixie. I look up to them a lot. I actually was just at Dixie's induction into the Southern California Hall of Fame, or SCVA Hall of Fame. Alan got inducted the same night. They laid the groundwork. I think it's just been Dixie, Brian, and Joy, right? And then me. And so, as I've said many times, I lived in Joy's house. I looked up to her. I'm really good friends with Matt and her brother Dave. And so there's a lot of people there that have preceded my, tenure here that I think I have a lot of respect and love for. So I hope to have the success that certainly Dixie and Brian had. Second part of your question, What do we attribute that to? Attribute to it. I said on day one, our success this season is going to come down to can we have all these different random moving pieces from everywhere, as I've just stated. Can we find a way to come together and be a team? And we did that really well. And can we find a way to make the competition bring the best out of us? And I think we did that really well as well. We weren't perfect at that part. We're about as close to perfect at the other part as you could ever ask for in a team. But we were really good at that second part about bringing the best out of us. So I would attribute to that. I attribute to them and our staff being able to emphasize that, and because now we're beating teams in 3. We couldn't even sniff beating a team in 3 for like the entire. I don't know. I don't remember, but it felt like we just. But that's what kept us through those wins. Those four or five setters in a row were those things. So I think that was really where it came down to, was being able to fight and win together, or fight together and win. But we got a long way to go volleyball wise. And these last 2 matches, I'm not talking about relative to the opponent or whatever we want to. People could dice it up however you want, but we were doing some things volleyball wise that. We were playing how we can play, and the more you do that, the better you get. And so I think next year we're going to come out humming because we're feeling what it's like to play like that. So yeah, I think our women and our girls, they did a great job.
And then Callie, obviously you were a part of that Nebraska team with Tyler. What have you learned from Tyler the most during your tenure at Long Beach, as well as Tyler, what have you learned from Callie having her come from Nebraska?
I think overall, easily just stuff volleyball wise. When he came to Nebraska, it was just a whole new type of volleyball, especially blocking wise, that I wasn't. I don't know, you come from club and it's not anything like what we do now, so that was a whole new change and really improved my game. And then I think he's impacted me more mentally, just with having more of a growth mindset and an open mindset when it comes to volleyball and when it comes to life. And I think that's something that's going to stick with me for a long time.
What I learned from Callie is, I was going to say a joke, but I probably shouldn't say that. Callie took a big risk coming here, and I'm trying to teach my kids stuff, and it's hard to teach a 5-year-old to be brave. And I've actually used Callie because he's a big fan of Callie. He likes her hair. He says, is that the girl with the big hair? And that was in Nebraska. Yeah. Yes, that's Callie. Yeah. And I used Callie the other night because the teacher says he has to be more confident. So I said, you got to be brave in order to earn confidence. And I used Callie. We were in the bed, laying him down. I said, remember Callie? She took a big chance to come here. And what I learned from Callie is that you can start for 2 years. You can be the number 4 recruit in the nation, start for 2 years, come out of high school, start for 2 years, play a national championship game, and be this close to playing, behind Kaylee Caffey, and still work as hard as you can every single day. She would get extra reps all the time. She never had a single injury. And then this year, her knee, all this stuff. And I don't know if you got softer out here in Cali, but no, I'm joking. But she never changed who she was as a person. She never, ever didn't work as hard as she could. And I learned that she found some confidence this year offensively that I believe that she had at Nebraska, but it was hard maybe for her to express that. And, we tried a lot, and then she found it here. And so I learned that I was never going to give up on her, but she reminded me just how important it is to try to keep bringing the best out of them, because it was really cool to watch her be able to do that. And I'm going to miss her a lot, because I'm going to miss these two also, but I only got a year with these two, but I got 4 years kind of 3 years and then like a half. Well, I recruited her, or whatever. So yeah, it was a long time together. So anyway, but it's not over. We're gonna be there. We're gonna be there for you. We're gonna be there for whatever you guys do. We say that and we'll do that. So this isn't goodbye, dudes.
I refuse to say
See you Wednesday.
Yeah,
I'll see you
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
And Tyler, I know you already said your piece, but just wanted to bring it to the seniors here. Any message for the fans that have grown in numbers that we've already said and have been following on social media or have been at the game? Maybe you felt the roar of the crowd at times on the court. Anything to say from all three seniors?
I mean, personally, I've never played in a gym this big and from my old school, but feeling that love from the fans is like something that definitely changes in the way you play. You definitely feel that energy and it feeds into our success. And I think going forward, that's going to be a big part of like our success as a team or their success as a team. But I'm glad to see it like starting to form now because we'd only be going up from here. So.
Just wanted to say thank you to the new and like especially the people that come every single game for all the support they give to us.
Yeah, a big thank you to just people sticking with us throughout the entire season, and a big thank you for the new people who are starting to see what this program is starting to become and bring back.
Ladies, what would you say is your favorite Long Beach memory, either on or off the court?
Oh boy.
Good question, Lindy.
That's a really good question. Just one?
Probably tonight.
Yeah,
I
this
was
was
gonna say
really
tonight.
special.
Very memorable.
The other girls did a really great job of making this really memorable for us three throughout the entire day. So it was, I think this would have to be the best.
Yeah, definitely.
You all deserve it. Thank you.
Thank you guys.
Is that it?
That's it. Thank you.
Well,
Thank you guys.